Welcome back, folks, to the Guaranteed Rate PPA Championships. We're in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, here at the Darling Tennis Center. Got an exciting backdraw match here on center court. We've got Dylan Frazier and Parris Todd taking on Kyle Koszuta and Jennifer Tavernier. Fun fact about Jennifer, I wasn't as familiar with her pickleball game. Haven't watched her play a ton, but I guess she was competed on America Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
So, you know, a little claim to fame early on here.
Absolutely.
So it looks like they are going to get started here with Jennifer to serve, 0-0-2. For our officials, we've got Vicky Ryan as our lead referee, assisted as a second referee by Maxine Behrman. And in the back draw, we're just going to be playing 1 game to 15, win by 2 here. So, as you know, Sierra, it's certainly important to start strong. You don't want to dig yourself in an early hole when you don't have as much time as a traditional match to get back into it.
Yeah, and usually the games of 15. I think whoever kind of makes their presence known first and gets the net kitchen line first usually comes out strong.
Yeah, I know for me, I always like to try to play up tempo just so I'm not caught on my heels for the first few points here.
Yeah. Oh, big move on the first point.
Yeah, not a bad idea by Kyle there. Looked like Parris was able to just get that dink a little lower maybe than he expected, but looking to jump the kitchen anytime she tries to dink directly up the line to him.
Point.
Yeah, a little short on the return there by Jennifer, and Dylan was able to get through Kyle on that drive attempt there.
Second serve.
Good lead by Jennifer.
It's a second short return in a row. I think we've got a little bit of wind here. It looks like Jennifer and Kyle may be against it, so they're going to need to really have depth on these returns. It's going to be an important factor for them early on.
Point.
Yeah, Parris is able to take her time away, and that's so big against a woman.
Yeah, it looks like even just in the first few points, Parris is probably doing a little better job of staying right on that kitchen line and pushing Jennifer back just a little bit here.
Side out.
Dylan unable to convert with the third shot drive attempt. We've got a side out.
0-2-1.
0-2-1.
Second serve.
Dylan making it look easy, angling off that overhead here. 0-2-2, Kyle to serve.
0-2-2. Point.
Jennifer's able to go behind him and pays off.
Yeah. I think as you're working your way forward, you're always ready to play defense, but if you see that your opponents leave a ball up just a little bit, even if you're not fully at the kitchen line, certainly a time and a place to swing away, and he was able to get that one through.
That was a good reset. Oh, good point.
Yeah, Parris leaning in, just unable to convert on that roll there.
Jennifer's really good at resetting the balls, and I played her a couple times. And when I attack at her, I think balls are winners, and they come back. So she's got really good defensive game.
Yeah, it can be very taxing as an opponent to feel like you have to win the point multiple times when you play these great defender resetters.
Little shake and bake by Parris and Dylan over there.
Yeah, I think a critical adjustment that Jennifer's going to need to make is to not step backwards as she's hitting her return. It's making her a little late coming in, and Dylan and Parris are going to be able to shorten those points most of the time when she does that.
Yeah, even on that one, she moved back a little bit, and she needs to make her presence a little bit more known and be a little bit more comfortable up there. Parris likes taking over, and is going to probably hit anything high hard.
4-2-1.
I think if she's able to get a little bit closer to the kitchen line and stay there, she'll have better results.
Yeah, that ball on her inside foot, for me, I know is certainly awkward. I think deferring maybe to her partner on that ball might be a better choice.
Yeah, I think they're having a miscommunication middle balls right now. They kind of need to decide who's going to take what balls.
5-2-1.
Yeah, returns have been a little bit short. They've been able to get some free points Dylan and Parris have, so they'll need to clean that up to keep this tight. We're going to take a break here in just a second. Be back in a moment, folks. Back here, folks, at the Guaranteed Rate PPA Championships. Parris Todd to serve to Jennifer Tavernier.
So that one she was able to close better, and it was a high ball. So if she can keep making her presence known, they have a shot.
6-2-2.
It's going to be important. It's going to be important. 6-2-2 here.
She was able to lean in there and take her time away. That's so important as a woman.
Yeah, 100%. I think when you start backing up too much, you just alleviate the pressure that you can make your opponents feel. Better return there by Jennifer.
Point.
I just want to see her move up a little bit more.
Yep. And you see her court positioning on that first volley. She's still not fully established, and I think Dylan and Parris have recognized that, and they're looking to get those cheap, shorter points when they can. So that'll be an adjustment they'll need to make. Kyle McKenzie here, joined by Sierra Gayton-Leach.
Hello.
Sierra, you're pretty familiar with Parris. You played with her before.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned, that's maybe a strength of her game is leaning in and taking time away.
Leaning in, she loves power. She's not afraid for the hands battles. Just watching her come up is so fast, and she's a competitor. So I love playing with her. She always brings her best and fights hard, and that's all you can ask for. And I think they're playing into their game kind of right now. If they can close in and make them feel a little pressure, and they're on the other side, so maybe the win will be a factor too.
Yeah, it seems like they're kind of taking what Kyle and Jennifer give them. They're very comfortable in a dink setting, but if they can get some daylight for some cheaper points, they'll go ahead and happily take those.
Side out.
He has good hands there by Kyle. Important for him to get aggressive here. They're a little bit down. Like we mentioned, game to 15. You never want to fall down too far, especially early here.
2-8-1.
2-8-1. Great defense here.
Oh, what a great point. And Jennifer did such a good job about coming in and keeping the ball neutral, not going for too much.
Yeah, they darn well neutralized that after facing several overheads by Parris and Dylan there.
Side out.
It's a little short on the drop there by Jennifer. Side out, 8-2-1, Parris to serve.
8-2-1.
It's a good move.
Second
He's
serve.
making his presence known now, and he's going for a little bit more in his shots. I almost think that side, too, is more comfy for the players with the wind for some reason.
8-2-2. Side out.
Yeah, I think unconventional speeding up to the person cross court, but if you don't do it too often, you can kind of catch the person cross court from you sleeping every now and then.
It's a little dangerous, but yes, on occasion, it's definitely a good mix-in.
Yeah.
Second
shot.
serve.
Looks like Dylan was able to catch the line on that volley. Kyle's drive just sat up just a little bit too much there. Dylan known for having some of the best volleys, fastest hands on the tour.
Side out.
He backed up a little bit. I think if he would have just stood his ground, he could have had a better shot. That's the trickiest part, learning when to back up, when to stand around.
Knowing when to do which, sure. Yeah, excellent job by holding that first attack. Parris caught Kyle leaning middle. She was able to go outside hip. He popped it up, and she put the next one away.
She's really good at the down-the-line shots.
both her and Dylan do such a good job on their forehand of holding, and at the last second exploding into it. Makes it very tough as a counterpuncher to
9-2,
read that
1.
ball and where it's coming.
Yeah.
Second serve.
Dylan trying to use the drive drop combo there, just a little short on his backhand drop.
9-2-2. Point.
Yep. Again, that's an example of Dylan choosing to drive because he sees that Jennifer's just a little bit late coming in and wants to kind of
10-2-2.
beat her to the line and play offense as early as possible.
Yeah, it's really paying off for them. Oh, I think
Side out.
Dylan was caught by surprise by the speed up by Jennifer.
Yeah, she did a great job of finding a tough location at that left
2-10-1.
shoulder, and Dylan just wasn't able to get in front of it.
Second serve.
It's like Jennifer was caught between, should I reset that ball or counterattack? It was just a little bit up, and
2-10-2.
certainly been there myself.
Oh, absolutely. It's a good drop.
Yeah, and for players at home, you know, yes, you're aiming for the kitchen on your drops, but if you can get your opponent's contact in it,
3-10-2.
even out of the air, lower than the height of the net, you can still comfortably move in and gain some court positioning forward.
Point.
That was a really good offense to defense.
Same sort of
defense,
example,
defense
you know,
wise.
it didn't land in the kitchen, but Dylan hit that dink below the height of the net and wasn't able to
4-10-2.
convert there.
I think Jennifer's doing a better job of closing in now, too.
I agree.
Side out.
Not able to convert there, but you know, sometimes it's not even the person hitting the drop, but if their partner
10-4-1.
closes in hard, it can change the shot of the opponents and help you as a team establish and get to neutral at the kitchen line.
Oh,
Point.
It's too bad they played some great defense to get to that point, and
that's the hardest part. It's like you work so hard and then you get a kind of mediocre ball, and sometimes you go for too much or too little.
It's where that patient aggression comes in, just continuing to make your opponents work when they're off the line.
That's what I'm working on. It's so much more fun to just hit the ball hard sometimes.
Time
Yes,
out.
absolutely.
Receivers,
The
12-4-1.
nuanced skills of pickleball. It's a learning curve for us all, absolutely. Okay, so Dylan and Parris are in control here, but still going, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Don't go anywhere. We are back here, folks, at the Guaranteed Rate PPA Championships. Parris, Todd, and Dylan Frazier taking on Jennifer Tavernier and Kyle Koszuta. Dylan and Parris with a comfortable lead so far, able to get ahead in that hand exchange there to keep their momentum going.
Yeah, I think Parris and Dylan are doing such a good job of keeping him back. They're not able to come in. Parris is serving big. And,
13-4-1.
see if she serves big again here.
Second serve.
Looking to do a little shake and bake action there. Not a bad idea with Dylan's hand speed and
13-4-2.
Parris's drive.
Absolutely. Oh,
Point.
Excellent leave there by Jennifer. I think that just missed long, I believe.
Side out.
Side out here.
Four 13-1.
4-13-1. So they've got some work to do.
Point.
it was a good drive.
Yeah, excellent start. And I think that's what you got to do when you're down. You know, pick your moment and be bold, be a little bit more
5-13-1.
aggressive.
You
Obviously,
have to,
you
yeah.
don't want to be wild, but this team's too good to just give you that lead back. You're going to have to take it to
Second
them.
serve.
So that looks like that return might have just skidded off the line a little bit.
5-13-2.
Oh, net love. We love that.
Net love. Jennifer doesn't mind that one, and that's, you know.
The funny thing
sometimes
is, no one's ever sorry, but you just have to say sorry
Right.
to be a nice person.
6-13-2.
well, sorry, not sorry.
Exactly.
Excellent
Side
first
out.
volley by Parris. And, you know, the higher levels of pickleball, it goes beyond making the shot and really
13,
sticking the
6,
shot.
1.
Sticking the volley there is really what's needed to stay ahead.
Yeah. It's a good shot.
Second
She's
serve.
leaning in. I think, too, when her body weight, Jennifer's body weight's able to go forward or at least neutral, she does better. When she's backing like on her back foot, her shots are just kind of pop up a little bit more.
Yeah, she's done a
13,
great job a
6,
couple of
2.
times of keeping Dylan honest. He's leaning middle so much.
Side out.
Being able to go back behind him is important once in a while, like we've talked about.
6, 13, 1. Second serve.
I think that was just a little too low to speed
Yeah,
up.
Kyle was knowing that Dylan was going to be running
6,
diagonal,
13,
thought
2.
he could maybe slip that one through, but you're right. I think that return just stayed a little too low to try that.
That was a good shot by
Side out.
Parris. Yep, she likes to speed ups down the line.
Great counter on the first one, but the second one, it's a lot tougher to swing
13, 6,
with that
1.
two-hander when your opponents are hitting the ball above the height of the net.
Point.
Yeah. The ball's just sitting up a little too high for them. That's where their comfort zone. Parris and Dylan.
Looks like we've brought to match
14,
point here.
6, 1.
14-6-1.
Point game.
Kyle had the one he wanted, but again, that forward pressure
by
took their
Parris and
time
Dylan.
away, and Parris and Dylan are moving on. So great effort by Kyle and Jennifer. They'll learn from this, and we will take a break and be back in a moment, folks.